करेंगे। और इस साल थीम ये है योगा फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी, इंसानियत के लिए योगा। सिर्फ हमारे लिए, अपने आप एक व्यक्ति के लिए नहीं है, इंसानियत के लिए। तो इस थीम पर भी हम थोड़ा सा चर्चा करेंगे। सब लोग, ऑल ऑफ यू आर, इज इट क्लियर सर? इज माय वॉइस क्लियर डॉक्टर गोपाल कृष्णन? इज इट क्लियर?
यस मैम।
अच्छा, अब अगर हम सब सहमत हैं, हम ओम के उच्चारण से शुरू कर सकते हैं। इसमें कोई रिलीजियस ये नहीं है। ओम के उच्चारण से हम सिर्फ कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं किससे? जो हम अपने आप को प्यूरिफाई कर रहे हैं, बस। इसमें कोई रिलीजियस ये नहीं है, तो इसलिए हम सब कर सकते हैं। तो 3 बार हम ओम के उच्चारण से शुरू करेंगे, और उसके बाद मैं थोड़ा एक दो विषय पर आपको आपके सामने लाना चाहती हूँ। प्लीज सिट इरेक्ट एवरीबॉडी। ओ ओ ओ शांति शांति शांति। जैसे मैंने कहा था कि हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने इस आइडिया को यूएन के सामने लाए थे, बट 100 साल से पहले ही स्वामी विवेकानंद ने ये आइडिया योगा के बारे में, और आप सब स्टेम के बच्चे हैं ना, इन सब्जेक्ट्स में आप आगे जाना चाहते हैं, यू वांट टू डू वेरी वेल इन योर स्टेम सब्जेक्ट्स। Many years ago, 100, more than 120 years ago, about 110 years ago, what happened कि स्वामी विवेकानंद ने यूरोप में और अमेरिका में जाके योगा के बारे में और हमारे साइंटिफिक डेवलपमेंट्स के बारे में, हमारे पूरे साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी, क्या क्या यंत्रों से हम काम करते थे, हमारे पूर्वजों ने क्या क्या काम किया था, और इन विषयों पर ही gave a lot of information, purely scientific information to Western audiences. तब क्या हुआ? तब तक लोग सोचते थे, वहाँ के लोग सोचते थे कि भारत बहुत गरीब देश है, यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है लोगों को, अज्ञान है। लेकिन स्वामी विवेकानंद ने प्रूव किया था उन दिनों में ही कि हमारे पूर्वजों ने बहुत कुछ इन विषयों पर सोचा है, और उनमें योगा एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट विषय है जो आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। अच्छा, सो नाउ लेट अस लुक एट, आप लोग स्टेम सब्जेक्ट्स में लगे रहते हैं, और आज और सारे ऑडियंस में बहुत आप सब लड़कियां हैं, इसलिए आज मैं जो डिस्कस करना चाहती हूँ, योगा और गर्ल्स के लिए योगा क्यों यूज़फुल है, और हमें क्यों बचपन से ही योगा में लगे रहना है, और ये नहीं सोचना है कि बाद में मैं करूँगा। ये सब हम देखेंगे। आप में से कितने लोग योगा करते हैं, बता सकते हैं? स्कूल्स में तो जेएनवी में करते होंगे ना? करते हैं क्या? योगा करते हैं ना? अच्छा, तो अच्छा, यहाँ कुछ लड़के भी हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि सारे लड़कियां नहीं है ना, लड़के भी हैं ना? स्टेम के मुझे बताया गया था कि लड़कियों का है, बट लग रहा है कि कुछ लड़के भी हैं, तो इसलिए हम सब के लिए हम डिस्कस करेंगे। ओके, तो लेट्स सी कि योगा में क्या, योग का अर्थ क्या है? कोई बता सकते हैं योग का अर्थ क्या है? क्या है अर्थ? योग योग का अर्थ क्या है? अदिति, अभय, कोई बता सकते हैं योग का अर्थ क्या है? हम्म योग का अर्थ ये है ज्वाइनिंग। क्या ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं हम? अपने शरीर, प्राण, मन, बुद्धि, ये सब संरेखित करते हैं हम। ओके, एक बैलेंस्ड और पूर्ण लाइफ लीड करने के लिए हम इन सब, हमारे शरीर, प्राण, मन, बुद्धि, इन सब को हम अपने हम संरेखित करते हैं और पूर्णता के लिए के ओर जा रहे हैं। नाउ योगा हमारे व्हाट डज द योगा डू टू आवर बॉडी? हमारे बॉडी को क्या करता है? इट मेक्स अस फिट, इट मेक्स अस फ्लेक्सिबल। अनलेस आवर बॉडी, हमारा बॉडी एक वाहन है ना हमारा, इट्स अ व्हीकल फॉर अस, राइट? एंड इफ दिस व्हीकल इज नॉट फिट, if it is not clean, if it is not kept in a running condition, तब हम अपना गोल्स को अचीव नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो इसलिए योगा हेल्प्स अस टू अ ग्रेट एक्सटेंट इवन इन कीपिंग आवर बॉडी फिट, फ्लेक्सिबल एंड हेल्थी। योगा हेल्प्स अस इन आवर ब्रीदिंग। जब तक प्राण है तब तक जान है, यू नो दैट। सो इट हेल्प्स अस वेरी मच इन आवर ब्रीदिंग। एंड आप जानते हैं कि हमारे मनोदशा को हम ऑल्टर कर सकते हैं। हमारे इमोशंस, फीलिंग्स को हम ब्रीदिंग से ऑल्टर कर सकते हैं। मान लीजिए कि आप बहुत गुस्सा हैं, यू आर फीलिंग वेरी एंग्री, वेरी इरिटेटेड। तब अगर आप अपने ब्रेथ को चेक करते हैं, आपको मालूम होगा कि आपका ब्रेथ ऐसा हो रहा होगा। तो उसको काम करने से, ब्रेथ को काम करने से, अगर आप 1-2 श्वास धीरे धीरे लेते हैं, ऐसे लेते हैं, तो क्या होगा? शांत हो जाएंगे आप, ऑटोमेटिकली शांत हो जाएंगे और आपका गुस्सा मॉडरेशन में आ जाएगा। तो इसलिए हम अपने योगा सिर्फ शरीर के लिए नहीं यूज करते हैं, वी यूज इट फॉर आवर मेंटल पीस, कंट्रोलिंग आवर इमोशंस, और फिर हमारे मन को शांत करने के लिए, विवेक बुद्धि को यूज करने के लिए, इन सब चीजों में योग हमारा सहायता देते हैं। और अगर आप पतंजलि के बारे में आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, अष्टांग योगा में योगा का 8 भाग हैं। उसमें पहले 2 है यम और नियम। ये हमें एक प्रिपरेशन में ले जाते हैं। कोई भी बड़ी चीज करने के लिए हमें प्रिपेयर करना है अपने आप को। और यम और नियम ये प्रिपरेशन स्टेज में है। उसमें हम क्या करते हैं? हम इरादा करते हैं कि हम किसी के प्रति हिंसा नहीं करेंगे, अहिंसा का पालन करेंगे, सत्य की खोज करेंगे, हमेशा सच बोलेंगे। अपारगृह, दैट इज जितना हमें चाहिए उतना तक हम लेते हैं और बहुत कुछ हम नहीं लेंगे। सस्टेनेबिलिटी इश्यूज, आपको मालूम है कि अब हमारा देश, हमारा पूरा विश्व, द होल वर्ल्ड हैज बिकम a very difficult place to live in because everybody is taking much more than they need. इसीलिए सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए अपरिग्रह को प्रैक्टिस करना है। और हम दूसरे नियम का क्या मतलब है कि हम अपने मन और शरीर को कैसे हम पवित्र कर सकते हैं। स्वाध्याय मतलब सेल्फ स्टडी, अपने आप के बारे में सोचना, थोड़ा टाइम लेना कि मैं कौन हूँ, मैं किस लिए ये कर रही हूँ। ये सब प्रिपरेशन स्टेज हैं, यम और नियम। इन दोनों को अगर हम पहले करते हैं, नियम और यम, तो हमारा आत्मश्रद्धा बढ़ जाता है। हम अपने आप पर कंट्रोल लाते हैं। आत्मश्रद्धा हमारा बहुत ज़रूरी है। व्हेन वी फील अ सर्टेन रिस्पेक्ट फॉर आवरसेल्व्स, तब क्या होगा? लाइफ बिकम्स मच मोर फुलफिलिंग। दूसरों को भी इट्स अ गुड थिंग इफ अदर पीपल रिस्पेक्ट अस, लेकिन हमारा सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट, आत्मश्रद्धा की ज़रूरत होती है। तो इसलिए प्रेपरेटरी स्टेज में हम क्या करते हैं? यम और नियम का पालन करते हैं। राइट एवरीबॉडी? यस श्रीवल्ली, एवरीवन, इज इट क्लियर यहाँ तक? प्रेपरेशन, इज इट गुड टू हैव अ प्रेपरेशन? यस। उसके बाद आसन का एक्चुअल लिटरल मीनिंग ये है कि हम एक ही जगह में बैठ के बहुत देर तक स्थिर होके बैठ के अपना काम कर सकते हैं। ये बहुत ज़रूरी है हम सबके लिए। जब हम पढ़ रहे हैं, कोई डिस्ट्रैक्शंस नहीं आना है, हम एक ही जगह में बैठ के पढ़ना है। बाद में भी अगर हम काम करते हैं, स्टेम का ऐसा साइंस में और टेक्नोलॉजी, मैथमेटिक्स, इन सब के लिए बहुत you need a lot of concentration. You should not be distracted. So आसन आपको एक प्रेपरेटरी स्टेज, एक गुड स्टेज में ले जा सकता है, एक ही जगह में लंबा टाइम तक बैठना। चौथा भाग ये है प्राणायाम। प्राणायाम, वी ऑल नो, ब्रीदिंग एंड हाउ टू बैलेंस आवर ब्रेथ। आजकल हम पोल्यूटेड एनवायरमेंट्स में रहते हैं, आस्थमा का प्रॉब्लम होता है, और कभी कभी हमारा ब्रेथ इट्स इन अ वेरी बैड स्टेज। इसलिए प्राणायाम हेल्प्स अस टू बैलेंस आवर ब्रेथ एंड इट हेल्प्स अस टू एक्चुअली improve our health in a big way. उसके बाद the next stage is प्रत्याहारा। प्रत्याहारा का मतलब ये है हमारे इंद्रियों पर काबू लाना। आजकल there is a big problem of instant gratification. Everybody wants everything now. आज ही मुझे चाहिए, ये अभी चाहिए, otherwise I'll get very depressed. लेकिन ये सोच that आज ही सब कुछ चाहिए, तुरंत संतुष्टि मुझे मिलना है, ये सोच एक्चुअली हमारे लिए उचित नहीं है। हर चीज़ के लिए हमें थोड़ा सा टाइम देना है, लगान से काम करना है और अपने इंद्रियों को काबू में रखना है। सो इसको प्रत्याहारा कहते हैं। उसके बाद धारणा। धारणा का मतलब फोकस करना। हम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए फोकस करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, और हर एक के लिए फोकस करना ज़रूरी है। कोई गोल को पकड़ के, कोई बड़े उद्देश्य को पकड़ के फोकस करना ये बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर हम आसानी से डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं तो हम अपने लक्ष्य की ओर तक नहीं जा सकते हैं। इसलिए धारणा बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। उसके बाद ध्याना। ध्याना का मतलब मेडिटेशन। कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कि मेडिटेशन वगैरह बाद में करेंगे, बूढ़े लोग ही करते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है। मेडिटेशन का मतलब है कि हम अपने सोच, क्या क्या हम सोच रहे हैं उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा ध्यान देते हैं और हमारे माइंड को एम्प्टी करते रहते हैं। बहुत टेंशन, बहुत बोझ हम सब लेकर जाते हैं, और उसको हम कैसे एम्प्टी करना, माइंड को कैसे हम एम्प्टी करना। हम जो भी सोच आता है उसको हम जज नहीं करते हैं, उसको अलाउ करते हैं और वो चला जाता है। फिर दूसरा सोच आता है, उसको भी हम अपने मन से अलाउ करते हैं जाने का। तो ऐसे एम्प्टी करने से क्या होता है, हमारे मन में जो भी टेंशन है वो सब थोड़ा सा धीरे 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 कम हो जाता है। और फाइनल स्टेज है समाधि। समाधि जो है कुछ लोग ही अटेन कर सकते हैं, और वो एक पूरे लाइफ पर हमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा। और उसमें हाँ, जो लोग समाधि पा के आए हैं वे लोग कहते हैं कि सब एकता, सब कुछ एक है। उनको क्लैरिटी आ जाता है, एवरीथिंग इज वन, वी आर ऑल वन। दैट इज द स्टेज which you'll reach if you reach samadhi. But right now we are not going to talk about samadhi. We are talking to you as students. We are talking about the importance of the preparatory stage, yama and niyama. This is important because of your atma shraddha will grow if you discipline yourself. अगर यू डिसाइड कि मैं दिस टाइप ऑफ अ पर्सन हूँ, मैं सच ही बोलूँगी, मैं अपने सोच, मैं क्या क्या सोच रही हूँ उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं सोचूंगी, ये सब स्वाध्याय से आप एक अपना आत्मश्रद्धा बढ़ जाएगा। और दैट इज़ अ वेरी वेरी बेसिस फाउंडेशन फॉर योर सक्सेस इन लाइफ एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग। अगर सफलता पाना है तो आत्मश्रद्धा पर ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, और यम और नियम आपको हेल्प करेगा। फिर जैसे मैंने कहा था, आसना, प्रत्याहारा, धारणा, ध्याना, इन सब चीज़ों में भी अगर आप धीरे 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 स्टेप बाय स्टेप इम्प्रूव करते रहेंगे तो आप बहुत सफल होंगे। नाउ Since I thought that this is primarily for girls, I'm going to talk about girls. गर्ल्स का मेन प्रॉब्लम्स ये है कि हार्मोनल प्रॉब्लम्स होता रहता है और हेल्थ में समटाइम्स वी निग्लेक्ट आवर हेल्थ. We girls sometimes neglect our health. And a lot of hormonal issues happen. Teenage years में भी होता है, उसके बाद प्रेगनेंसी में भी होता है, बाद में मेनोपॉज में भी होता है, और इन सब टाइम्स में योगा बहुत सहायता देती है. इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इट बैलेंसेस आउट आवर हॉर्मोन्स. आजकल पीसीओडी का बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. हर जगह अगर आप देखते हैं पीसीओडी पीसीओडी, इसका मतलब ये है कि हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस. तो ये हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस को बैलेंस करने के लिए योग का भी बहुत सहायता हम ले सकते हैं. दूसरा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम लड़कियां क्या करते हैं, मल्टीटास्किंग करते हैं, बहुत कुछ ले लेते हैं. कभी कभी आपने देखा होगा आपकी माँ भी बहुत कुछ करती होगी, और जो लोग स्टेम करके काम करना चाहते हैं उनको करियर में भी बहुत बोझ आएगा, और घर में भी बहुत आपको करना है. ये सब मल्टीटास्किंग और बैलेंसिंग में भी आप योगा सीखने से थोड़ा सा टाइम आप अपने लिए अगर आप देते हैं रोज़, अभी से शुरू करके, तब आप बैलेंस कर पाएंगे और मल्टीटास्किंग में भी आप अच्छी तरह हर चीज़ को कर सकते हैं. एक और प्रॉब्लम है हम लड़कियों के लिए कि हम ओवर थिंकिंग करते हैं. हर चीज़ को हम ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा हम उसके बारे में लगे रहते हैं और सोचते रहते हैं, उन्होंने क्यों ऐसा कहा था, लोग क्यों क्या कहेंगे मेरे बारे में. बहुत हम अपने मन में वी टेक अ लॉट ऑफ बर्डन, बहुत बोझ लेते हैं, और इन सब सोच से हटाने के लिए भी योग का हेल्प आता है. So these are the various things that I wanted to tell you कि we need to introduce yoga into our life बचपन से ही, so that it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, what happens? It becomes part of our life. And very easily, our health improves, body improves, our mind improves, our breath improves. And definitely, our buddhi becomes very alert. So every aspect that we want to gets better and better. योगा में there are 4 तरह के योगा है, रास्ता है, और अपने नेचर, अपने स्वभाव, depending upon our nature, we can follow any one of these paths, any one of these रास्ता. One is भक्ति योगा. भक्ति योगा उन लोगों के लिए है जो भावुक हैं. They believe in a particular इष्ट देवता and they want to be really worthy. They want to lead a very full of bhakti. They want to lead a life. वैसे करने से भी आप पूर्णता, आपके लाइफ में पूर्णता आ सकता है. भक्ति योग. कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो अपने बुद्धि को लगा के ज्ञान योगा में लगे रहते हैं. सत्य क्या है, हम क्यों जी रहे हैं, ये क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है, ऐसे सोच में लगे रहते हैं लोग, और वे लोग ज्ञान योगा के सहारे अपने लाइफ को पूर्ण बना सकते हैं. तीसरा ये है राजयोगा. राजयोगा का मतलब ये है कि हमारे मन को काबू में रखना, हमारे सोच, इमोशंस, इन सब को मॉडरेशन में लाके कैसे हम सफल हो जाते हैं, उसका कई टेक्निक्स है राजयोगा. और वो भी कुछ लोगों के लिए वो सही लगता है, वो रास्ता सही लगता है. बट अधिकतर लोगों के लिए, जैसे मैं और हमारे टीम जो रामकृष्ण मिशन में इस काम पे लगे रहते हैं, वैल्यूज़ को फैलाने में, हम सब कर्म योगी हैं. और हम क्या करते हैं, जो भी काम हम करते हैं निस्वार्थ भाव से करते हैं, और पूरी तरह जितना हम कर सकते हैं, एक्सीलेंट जितना हम कर सकते हैं उतना करते हैं. और we try to do it without any selfishness. We try to do it keeping others in mind, because हमें मालूम है कि हम सब एक है. ये हम जानते हैं, इसलिए कर्म योगा भी एक अच्छा रास्ता है। और जो भी काम आप अभी भी कर रहे हैं, अगर आप कंप्लीट एक्सीलेंस के साथ और सेवा भाव से करते हैं तो उसको कर्मयोग हम कहते हैं। ना कहा जाता है कि एक लड़की को सिखाने से, या अगर एक लड़की कुछ सीखती है तो सिर्फ वो बेनिफिट नहीं करती, उसका परिवार, पूरा परिवार बेनिफिट होता है, कम्युनिटी, समूह बेनिफिट होता है, द होल देश, द होल वर्ल्ड विल बेनिफिट। और इसलिए इट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट दैट ऑल यंग गर्ल्स are taught yoga and they learn to accept it in a very natural way. What will happen automatically? All other people around them will start getting influenced by them. Girls are major influencers in the family and they can do a lot to benefit the family. So इसलिए it's very, very important for all of us to practice yoga. The other thing I want to tell you is, आप लोगों ने चुन लिया है STEM subjects. इसमें बहुत competition होगा, बहुत competition होगा। और हमें in spite of that, कभी कभी रिजल्ट्स जैसे हम सोचते हैं वैसे नहीं आएगा, बट स्टिल हमें आगे जाना है। इसमें भी अगर हम योगा करते हैं, मैं IIT में सिखाती हूँ, और वहाँ मैंने देखा है कि जो बच्चे कुछ टाइम लेकर, बहुत बिजी शेड्यूल्स हैं बट फिर भी जो बच्चे कुछ टाइम लेकर योगा करते हैं, वे अपना काम आसानी से करते हैं। सो IIT दिल्ली में मैंने देखा है कि योगा का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस दिया गया है, और कई बच्चे योग करते हैं रोज। Only then they are able to concentrate, only then they are able to finish their targets. That is why those of you who have taken STEM subjects, it is important for you to understand कि competition होगा, कभी कभी आप निराश हो सकते हैं, that is all normal, but कैसे डील करेंगे हम लाइफ में, कैसे कि जो भी संघर्ष आता है, जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आता है, हम कैसे डील कर सकते हैं, ये सब योग आपको हेल्प करते हैं। अभी अगर आप लोगों को कोई भी क्वेश्चंस है, कुछ भी पूछना है, आप पूछ सकते हैं। और मेरे साथ धर्मेंद्र जी और नंदिनी जी भी आए हैं, और हम आपका आपके क्वेश्चंस को आंसर करने के लिए तैयार हैं। ओके जी, गोपाल कृष्ण जी। Gopal Krishnan ji, is that okay?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for that wonderful motivational and informative speech. And we are actually yes, we have some students who have some queries. I believe I can just call out, and they will ask the question, and you can provide your response, ma'am. Is that all right, ma'am?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So first we have from JNV Gandhinagar, Divya Patel. Divya, are you there? You can ask your question to Anuradha ma'am.
मैम अनुराधा मैम को गुड मॉर्निंग कहना चाहूंगी, और उनको देख के एक ही सवाल आता है कि मैम यू आर लुकिंग स्टिल सो ब्यूटीफुल एंड हेल्दी। मैम आई कैन बिलीव दैट यू आर दिस इज ड्यू टू ऑल योगा, कि आप योगा करते हो उसकी वजह से है।
एक्चुअली थैंक यू सो मच। एक्चुअली मुझे जितना करना है मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ। हाँ, दुख भरी बात यह है कि मुझे मालूम है कि मुझे और रोज करना है, बट कभी कभी मैं भी नहीं करती हूँ। मैं एक्सेप्ट करना चाहती हूँ, बट मुझे मालूम है, इंटेलेक्चुअली मुझे मालूम है कि ये एक कमी रह गया है मुझ में, कि मैं कुछ और चीज़ों में लगी रहती हूँ, लेकिन ये फाउंडेशन जो है, योगा जो है, हमारे लाइफ का एक फाउंडेशन है, उस पर मैं उतना ध्यान नहीं देती हूँ जितना मुझे देना है। तो मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ, मैं भी आपने ये कहा ना, आज से मैं शुरू करूंगी और पूरे ध्यान से करूंगी।
अनुराधा जी,
Thank you
मैं
so
कुछ
much.
जोड़ना चाहूंगा इसमें, अगर इजाजत हो
कहिए
तो।
प्लीज, कहिए कहिए। हाँ
बेटा बेटा मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि अनुराधा जी, डॉक्टर अनुराधा बालानंद, जितना हम जानते हैं उनको पिछले 8-10 साल से, वो योगा तो उन्होंने स्वीकार किया कि रेगुलर नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन 12 से 16 घंटा काम करती हैं और इस क्षेत्र में इतना जुड़ी हुई हैं। जो आप उनके चेहरे पर जो देख रही हैं वो सिर्फ निस्वार्थ भाव से काम करने का चमक देख पा रही हैं। और ये हम लोगों के लिए भी इस उम्र में संभव नहीं है कि हम आईआईटी भी देखें, आईआईएम भी करें, प्रोग्राम भी डेवलप करें, चलाएं भी और घंटों हमारे साथ सेशन लेती हैं। तो यही अपने आप में जो उन्होंने कहा जो समता में रहना, इतना होने के बावजूद जो व्यक्ति काम रह सकता है और बिल्कुल कंपोज्ड वे में इतना कुछ कर सकता है, वही योग है अपने आप में। मैं यही कहना चाहूँगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Dharmendra ji.
Yeah, I also want to add, am I audible now, Dharmendra sir? Yeah. We know Madam Anuradha Balram Madam as a passionate human coach. The kind of guidance
आवाज से चला गया सर, बीच में अभी गया। तो बच्चों को मौका देते हैं उनको। बच्चे बेटा आप लोग जो पूछना है पूछे जल्दी जल्दी।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am. Next, we have student from JNV Nainital, Tia Bargali. Tia, are you there? You can ask your question. So, moving ahead, we have Mahak Mehra from JNV Nainital.
Ma'am, I'm here.
If you are there, yeah, please. Please ask your question. Okay, Tia, you are there. Please ask your question. I think your mic is muted, Tia. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
In the meantime, next student can ask ma'am and we can come back to Tia. Tia.
Yes, Tia, please go ahead.
चैट बॉक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं बच्चे, अगर आपको लिखना है चैट बॉक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं।
Yes, students, you can also write down in the chat box your queries. Moving ahead, we have a student from Leh, Padma Ladol. Padma, if you are there, please ask your question.
Yes, ma'am.
You can switch on your video as well.
Okay. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Padma,
Please
we
go
can't
ahead.
see you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, please
Am
go
I
ahead,
audible?
go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Ah, we
Okay,
can
so
see you. Hello.
nowadays, as we all know, hello, ma'am. So nowadays, like people are growing very much interest in yoga and its benefits. So my question to you was that, like, what are the scopes of yoga as a career in India? Hello?
Padma, yes, I can hear you, Padma. It's a very, very good career. You see, many people are beginning to take it up as a career. Earlier,
Yes.
it was considered as, see, in our country, what happened, due to many reasons, when we became under the British, we started doing clerical jobs and we started giving importance to clerical jobs. You know, babugiri. Because we
Yes.
wanted to work. That is how many people started doing those type of desk jobs and things like that. After that, what happened when we became independent, we thought that the only things that are important to do are medicine, engineering. आज भी there's a lot of focus engineering, medicine में ये बहुत important है और आप लोगों ने भी you have chosen STEM subjects, very very good. You can do other than medicine and engineering. There are several things you can do with your science subjects and maths. But the point is कि yoga is a worthwhile career to take up because you will benefit every day. When you're doing
Yes.
something, you see, which you love, which you're passionate about, which you're teaching, you will see aapke samne, you will see children benefiting, others benefiting. And before we thought that it is not a stable career, you will not get a good salary. ऐसे all sorts of all sorts of fears are there in parents' mind. Secure नहीं होगा. लेकिन हमें मालूम है आजकल these are all secure professions. They are all very, very secure. If you're good at any line of work, whatever line of work you take up, if you're good at it and passionate, and you work on excellence, you find out what is the latest that is happening, and you really go far ahead. Of course, in yoga, what happens, it's not so much the latest. You may use technology, which is latest, but you'll be going deep into understanding why Patanjali said all these things. You will be applying it. It'll show in you. Then what will happen? You will be rest assured that your career will be a great success. It's a very, very good career, Padma.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Anyone else wants to ask?
Yes, ma'am, we have, in the meantime, we can take some questions from chat box.
Yes.
So one of the questions is from Komal Suman. She says, मैम बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स टर्म 1 का एग्जाम जितना अच्छा होना चाहिए था उतना अच्छा नहीं हुआ, तो बहुत से बच्चे टेंशन में है रिजल्ट को लेकर, तो क्या करें मैम?
तो ये एक्चुअली हम सब ये स्टेज पास किए हैं, और अब भी जब हम सिर्फ गोल पर ध्यान देते हैं और हम सोचते हैं कि मुझे 96% मिलना ही मिलना है और उस पर ही हमारा ध्यान है, तब क्या होता है, कभी कभी अगर वो नहीं मिलता बहुत निराश हो जाते हैं और हम देखते हैं कि इनको मिला, उनको मिला, इनको मिला, मुझे नहीं मिला, तो मैं नालायक हूँ, ऐसे हम सोचने लगते हैं. लेकिन ये एक्चुअली एक तरह की मूर्खता है. हम किस लिए पढ़ रहे हैं? नॉलेज के लिए पढ़ रहे हैं. और अगर हम उस पर ध्यान देते हैं और पता करते हैं कि क्यों नहीं मिला हमें उतना मार्क्स, क्या हुआ, क्या मेरा पढ़ने का तरीका में फ़र्क लाना है क्या, ये सब अगर आप सोचते हैं, अगर नॉलेज पर ध्यान देते हैं, आज अगर आपको वो मार्क नहीं मिलेगा, बाद में मिलेगा, डेफिनेटली आपको मिलेगा, निरंतर आता रहेगा आपको. नॉट ओनली मार्क्स, आपको ग्रेट सक्सेस आएगा लाइफ में, बिकॉज आपने किस पर फोकस किया? प्रोसेस पर, नॉलेज पर. एक मार्क से क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? आप सोचेंगे कि आज जो बहुत अच्छी तरह मार्क्स ले रहे हैं वे लोग ही सफल होंगे लाइफ में, लेकिन हम लोगों ने देखा है ऐसा नहीं है. सफलता उन लोगों को मिलता है जो प्रोसेस पर ध्यान देते हैं और करते रहते हैं कंसिस्टेंटली. अपने आप को जो इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं और हर दिन ये देखते हैं कि मुझ में क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट आया है, उस पर अगर लगे रहते हैं तो फल तो आएगा ही. मार्क्स आएगा, करियर आएगा, सक्सेस आएगा, सब कुछ आएगा. बिकॉज आपका फोकस कहाँ है? अच्छी तरह काम करने में, अपना उस पर ध्यान देते रहते हैं, तो आ जाएगा. Have I satisfactorily answered your question that sometimes the marks will not match what we want? Have I answered your question, beta?
Ma'am, I believe a student must have received their answer. This was a question from this chat box. So we move ahead to the next question, which is from Riddhima Kaushal.
Yes.
This is also from chat box. My query is that being a STEM student, we grow in an educational world full of anxiety and stress.
Yes.
And in addition to that, we can't express it to anyone because we are too much worried about parents and society's opinion. So how can we overcome this problem, ma'am?
Yes, this is a problem which people face. Most girls face it. More other people also face it now. increasingly anxiety has become a big problem. Okay. See, if you look at our mental health survey, no, India, they did a mental health nationwide mental health survey 2016 में किया था, और उन्होंने देखा कि 14% of our population has mental health issues. 14% of our population, large population हमारा, 14% में mental health issue, और उनमें anxiety और depression सबसे ज्यादा है. ये क्यों हो रहा है? Because of many reasons. एक रीजन, जैसे आपने कहा, पेरेंटल प्रेशर हो सकता है. हम कभी-कभी अपने पेरेंट्स से ये नहीं बता सकते हैं कि what are our, we are not able to communicate properly with our parents. Sometimes parents expect too much from us. Sometimes maybe even teachers expect too much from us. But we must first understand where we are, what is the stage we are, what are the things, where are our skills, where are our expectations? Is there a match between our skills and our expectations? If not, can I lower my expectations and think of it in a more long term? आज ही नहीं मिलना है, एक साल बाद, एक साल के लिए मैं कोशिश करूंगी, उसके बाद मिलेगा. Can we match our skills and expectations? Can we talk openly to our parents, to our teachers, to anyone who can help us, people who are doing well in school? Can we talk to them and say, I'm not able to get this. Can you help me? So what you're saying is that those of us who are doing STEM subjects are anxious. It is not only people who are doing STEM subjects. Many people are anxious. Many people are very affected because they're only thinking that they are worthy if they get that marks. अगर marks ही आपका निशान है, that is such a sad state, na? To reduce yourself into a marks getting machine and only that marks will determine who you are, that is not life, you know. So इसलिए हमारा सोच में बदलाव लाना है. We have to understand that we are valuable. Maybe I didn't get the marks that I thought I'll get. I have to find out why I didn't get that. But becoming anxious or हमेशा letting yourself worry, there is a difference between worrying and planning. You can plan to improve and you can go step by step, but going on sitting there and worrying will not help you at all. It will make you anxious. It will make you depressed. We have to find an outlet to talk. माँ बाप से उनको बुला के बिठा के आपको किसी ना किसी तरह समझाना है, या आपके टीचर से. You can talk to your teacher, the teacher can talk to the parents. There are different ways in which we can talk and find out whether the expectations on us are too much. Skills and expectations should more or less match. Otherwise, there'll be a bit of a problem.
Thank you, Anuradha ma'am. Wonderful answer. I believe Riddhima must have received her solution and will work upon your tips and advice. So moving ahead, we would like to take up a query from JNV Ganderbal, Mehreen Manzoor. Mehreen, if you are there, you may ask your query.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us such knowledge about yoga. We all are interested in yoga. So my question is that...
A bit louder, beta. A bit louder, please.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my question is that being a student, which activity of yoga leads to the concentration of our mind towards our studies?
See, every bit of it helps you. See, I'll tell you. Every bit
Yes, ma'am.
of what I said helps you. For example, understanding yourself, which is part of niyama, that is certain disciplines that you have to adopt. Preparing yourself for yoga, that's also very important. Your body, keeping your body fit is also very important through asanas, because that will help you to actually, if your body is sick, you know, what will happen? You'll have a headache, you'll not be able to concentrate. You can't concentrate. Therefore, your body also should be fit. But strictly speaking, what happens? You have to learn how to concentrate, how to put away all distractions for the time being, how not to go on looking at your WhatsApp. You can look at it once or twice at the end of the day, but while you're studying, how can you study for longer and longer hours with full concentration? For that, you have to understand how to concentrate, how to get rid of all the distractions. Anything that's distracting you, you should learn to put it aside. You should be able to sit in one place, keep water near you, keep all the things you want near you, and tune out from anything that's happening and concentrate. So there are certain techniques that we learn, including breathing, so many things we learn how to help you to concentrate. So concentration is what you have to learn. Unfortunately, in schools, we are not learning how to concentrate. We're learning everything else, but we're not learning how to concentrate. And the biggest problem that young people face, or in fact, everyone faces today, is distraction. There are too many things happening. We're all getting distracted. Technology has become made us very distracted, and we've forgotten how to concentrate on what is important. So there are certain techniques in yoga which will help you to learn how to concentrate, and you can choose them according to your interest. You can choose them and go step by step, and continue to. Remember, nothing comes overnight. We should not get fed up if it does not happen immediately. It is about daily practice, making it a habit. So if you were to learn how to concentrate, how to avoid distraction, maybe it'll help you in your studies as well as in your life. In every way, it'll help you. Would Nandini or Dharmendra want to add anything to this?
Yes, I just wanted on about this STEM you said. I raised my hand. So I would just wanted to tell the students, STEM A, they said it gives stress. So first of all, my question was, is it forced upon us or it is our own choice? If it is my own choice, why should it give me stress? And secondly, if you look at science, technology, engineering, it has to do more with the scientific attitude. Scientific attitude means going behind the truth of whatever we do. Why am I doing it? Is it true? Engineering mind means, can I make improvement continuously? This is called engineering mind. And I was just wondering, if you look at the aeroplane, who designed an aeroplane? Was he an engineer? No. Who designed this locomotive? Was he an engineer? Probably no. So it is keen observation. It is an engineering mind. It is a scientific attitude. I mean, if you look at it not only as an aptitude, but as an attitude, it will definitely add. On concentration, I just wanted to say, you have beautifully put it in terms of breathing. You all are science students. If you look at the breathing the breathing that we do, it's shallow breathing. We don't sit properly. Hence the lungs, they don't get enough air, forget about enough oxygen. And 20% of the oxygen that goes to our mind. And mind consumes its oxygen definitely. So if you do not feed our mind, our brain, the food which is oxygen to it, you will not feel good. You'll feel nausea, you feel disconcentrated. So yoga would definitely help you if you can sit properly, breathe properly. That's the very, very essential part of yoga. So that's what will help. And concentration, we can talk a lot about it. But the very first thing is improving your posture and giving enough, the way we give enough food to our body, giving enough food to our brain, which is oxygen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dharmendra.
One point I want to add on STEM, you said attitude, etc. Dharmendra. तो एक और भी बात है कि जो है हम पैशनेट हो कि मुझे साइंस में ही पढ़ना है. पैशन बहुत जरूरी चीज है. पैशन जब होगा, कंसंट्रेशन अपने आप आएगा और फिर आपका स्ट्रेस अपने आप चला जाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली, बहुत बढ़िया. तो स्वेच्छा से अगर हम कुछ करते हैं ना, पैशनेट होके स्वेच्छा से जो करते हैं, तो ये स्ट्रेस इसलिए आता है कि दूसरों के ओपिनियंस पर हम बहुत जोर देते हैं ना. स्ट्रेस इस कारण से भी आ सकता है ना, रिजल्ट्स के ऊपर या दूसरों के ओपिनियन के ऊपर. पैशन चाहिए हमें ना, एक सब्जेक्ट अच्छी तरह करने के लिए. Anyone else?
Thank you, Dharmendra sir. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am and Nandini ma'am, for those wonderful answers. I hope, Mehreen, you must have received your solution. So, moving ahead, we have a student from JNV East Imphal, Ifam Ruhima. Ifam Ruhima, if you are there, please ask your query.
Yes, ma'am.
Please also switch on your video so that we can see you.
Yes, Ifam, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My question is, to how much extent can yoga help the life of a student?
Pardon, Ifam, once more. Can you tell me?
My question is, to how much extent can yoga help in the life of a student?
So you see, I cannot give you a mathematical answer because these are all dependent upon each one, right? We can't say to what extent. What we can say is that is it a foundation? Will it help you in life? As a student, I think Ifam, you might have to switch off your mic, and then if others who are not speaking switch off their mic. You see, there was an echo. That's why I asked. See, basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, it will help you in your life as a student in many ways. How will it help you, Ifam? It will help you to improve your health. Overall health will improve. You need good health so that you can study well, so that you can do all sports well. See, as a student, it's not only about studies, right? It's about being your sports. It's about forming good relationships. It's about learning new things, getting knowledge in different ways, and building yourself up to reach adulthood. Everything is important. So yoga will help you a lot in your physical health. It will help you a lot in your mental health by making you look at how your mind is working and how your brain is working. It will help you a lot. It will help you to improve your breathing, which is very good for anything that you want to do in life, your sports, your general health, everything, your breathing will improve. And then you learn how to manage your emotions. You learn how to manage your thoughts. You learn to respect yourself. When you look at all these things, I frankly feel that it will improve your life in a countless way. I cannot tell you to what extent it will improve. It will improve in an immeasurable way. It depends on how involved and how engaged you are in your self-improvement process, and yoga will help you a lot in that.
Wonderful answer, ma'am. And thank you, Ifam, for your query. Moving ahead, we would like to take a query from JNV Indore, Ayushi Agnihotri. Ayushi, if you are there, you may please place your query. Ayushi from JNV Indore.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ayushi.
Happy Yoga Day, ma'am, for
To you also.
ma'am. My query is, due to long screen timing during and after the pandemic, there are many students who are facing problems related to eyesight. So please suggest some yoga practices to help improve the situation. Thank you, ma'am.
Ayushi, you're quite right. Actually, our eyesight is a big problem because we're all the time looking at the screen, and sometimes we're sitting in a hunched way. All that is there. So what happens is that yoga helps a lot in eyesight. What they do is they tell us to go stand outside. They tell us to look at the sun for a while, and looking at the sun also at certain times of the day is very helpful. The rays help us in our eyes. But there are simple eye exercises which also are part of yoga, and that is that you move your eyeballs in a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction several times a day. You close your eyes, open your eyes to increase the moisture content in your eyes. You look diagonally and look diagonally, look up, look down, look up, look down. So what happens is that you keep every now and then, if you were to put a little reminder to yourself and do your eye exercises, the chances are that they will improve. So there are a series of eye exercises that you can do, which will, even sitting down in one place, you'll be able to move your eyes all around or up and down in such a way that you give your eyes a certain rest and a certain exercise. So there are a series of exercises which are readily available and you'll be able to do it. It's a very good question. We need to keep our eye health in order, and yoga definitely helps in that as well.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for giving this opportunity to me.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is Ajay Kumar from JNU Karnool.
Yes,
Can I ask a question, ma'am?
of course.
First, good morning to all the dignitaries attended the meeting. Ma'am, while writing exams, we are well about exams, but after completion of exams up to result, we are getting stressed. What is the result? How is the result? Can you help me, ma'am, for this situation to come out?
So, Ajay, first thing is it's normal for us. You see, we have been working towards something else and we have some time before the results come. It's very normal, right? What you're feeling is normal. Now, all you have to think is, what am I going to gain by being stressed now? You've done it, isn't it? It's over, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what happens? You can't change whatever is going to happen about it now. Can you?
Yes, ma'am, but we are getting more stressed and not able to
You're
concentrate
getting
on.
stressed. Yeah, that is natural. You're getting stressed because you're going on thinking only about one thing, the results.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what we must think is we must think about other things. We know that the results will come after 2 months. During the time, we must focus on other things where we have a control. See, Ajay, suppose we spend time on things where we have some sort of control, then we will be in a flow. We'll be able to do that. But something where you have no control of, you don't know what the results are going to be, going on thinking about that is not helpful. So you have to learn probably to sit down and think, why am I wasting all my time thinking about something which I can't change now? Why can't I focus on what I have to do now? So what happens? Things like yoga will help you to shift your attention from something that's worrying you to something else. You have to learn to shift your attention. Is it easy? It is not easy. But that's something you can. Yes, Dharmendra, you want to add?
I just wanted to add, I just wanted to tell Ajay, can you do one thing for sure? If you can breathe, take deep breath in the morning, in the fresh air.
Okay, sir.
Every day, but you'll have to do it every day. That is one. And secondly, whenever you are feeling anxiety, then you have to again do the same. And I can assure you, if you don't get results, you come back to me. You start breathing deeply.
Okay, sir.
Take deep breath and completely exhale, inhale, completely exhale. Whenever you are in anxiety, take deep breath,
Sir.
and you will definitely feel better. Definitely. And do it as a practice in the morning. That
Okay,
will
sir.
be it.
Thank you, sir, for giving this suggestion. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Myself, Munish Kumar from JNV Ramnagar.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. Can I go next?
Please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I know a person. Ma'am, he is a very fit man. Ma'am, he performs yoga every day. Ma'am, but he doesn't have any job. Ma'am, he is economically very weak, ma'am. Ma'am, so he just gathers the plastic bottles and he gives to recycling recycling places. So whenever I see him, I feel sorry about him. Being a very good yoga practitioner, even though he doesn't have any economic support. So what solution can you give for them?
Munch, is he unhappy? Do you find him very unhappy, sad all the time?
Yes, ma'am.
He's sad all the time.
Yes, ma'am. Because he doesn't have any permanent job. He has to work from morning to evening. Even though he is a good yoga practitioner.
Ma'am is asking, Munch, do you feel unhappy about it? Do you feel sad, or you find him sad?
Sir, I also feel sorry about him because he is not having a good job.
I
He may not
understand.
be unhappy.
Is he unhappy? See, Munch, it's like this. You are unhappy because you feel this man is, he is doing yoga, is very fit. He doesn't have a job. I feel sorry for him. That's true. But does he go about his work every day, collecting bottles or whatever he is doing, in a very unhappy way? Is he miserable?
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes he will be cursing for himself.
He'll be what? What will he do?
He will be cursing for himself that he has taken this job.
That he has taken this job, is it? Then probably we have to be very sure that he has really understood and is really practicing yoga. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, he does.
No, he does means he must be doing only some physical part of it, no? He must be doing some exercises, is it? Or does he do a lot of meditation also?
He does it, ma'am. If there is any like programs, then he participates, ma'am. For example, today was yoga day, ma'am. He participates in the program, and for the rest of the year he doesn't have anything to do.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is that even though he knows yoga so well, he's not able to convert that into a job. He's not able to get any kind, he has to do something else which he doesn't want to do. So you feel, why can't he get a permanent job with yoga? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. True.
Now, in our country, expecting everybody to get a permanent job and all that is not very easy. It is not realistic. Okay. Permanent jobs, first and foremost, actually, if you understand a little bit more, you will know that nothing is permanent.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, what happens? We don't know how hard he's trying. What are the various things he's trying? We don't know all that. At least I don't know. So I'm not able to give you a proper picture. All I want to tell you is this. Suppose he had not even done yoga, he would have been a truly miserable person. He might have got into drugs or some other problems, some other alcohol, all kinds of things will fill up a vacuum. You know what a vacuum is, right? All of you are good students. What happens when you don't have something to fall back on, something which drives you? You might start taking alcohol or escaping by taking drugs or doing all sorts of things. Now, what happens in his case, because he's a yoga practitioner, he's not doing all that. Unfortunately, he's not getting the job that he wants. I don't know to what extent he's trying. So I'm not in a position to tell you about what he could do.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Munch, for your concern. It's lovely that you have this concern for another person. It's super.
Thank you.
Thank you for this interaction. Moving ahead, we have a student from JNV Mahendragarh, Divyanshi Bhardwaj. Divyanshi, please go ahead. Divyanshi Bhardwaj, if you are there, from JNV Mahendragarh. I think Divyanshi is
You
not
can take
there.
this question, ma'am. It is online. It's written, ma'am, I am Himani Sharma from JNV Jammu. Question is that the shaking confidence happens in everyone's life. So how to fight with it and how to build that trust in yourself? This is the question.
Himani, one of the things that we need in life is to have Atma Shraddha. Atma Shraddha means respect ourselves. Okay. So for that, what happens is that we would probably, like I told you about the first two stages, preparing ourselves and understanding ourselves, we have to give some time for it. Why are we shaking? Why are we full of fear? Is it because we want to impress somebody else? Is it because we don't know? Is it because, what is the reason that we are shaking? We have to know now. We have to understand, why are we shaking? Is somebody's opinion so important to me? Or is my own opinion of myself important? I have tried my best. Why should I shake? So all I'm saying, it's not easy. All of us have shaken, by the way. It's not that, all of us alone don't know, don't shake when we have to speak to our people. We are all very nervous sometimes. But the thing is that we can think, why am I nervous? What am I scared of? Is it because I have not done my work properly? Then in that case, I must next time put in more work. Is it because others might laugh? Let them laugh. Who are they? They are people like me. They are children like me. Let them laugh. That's all they know. That's why they're laughing. Why are we shaking? Have I got the question right, Dharmendra, or have I missed some aspect of the question?
Perfectly right. Perfectly.
So basically, my feeling is that while it is very, very important to earn the respect of everyone else, that will follow only if you have self-respect. Unless we have respect for ourselves, others won't respect us. This is a very important thing that we can keep in mind. In order to respect ourselves, we need to think, what sort of person am I? Not only my skills, whether I'm good at maths, whether I'm good at, not only that, but what sort of person am I? Am I the kind of person that I respect? Once we do that, it will start showing. If you respect yourself, this is different from ego, children. अहंकार नहीं है ये. स्वाभिमान और आत्मश्रद्धा अलग है. अहंकार नहीं है. अहंकार का मतलब यह है कि सिर्फ मैं कर सकता हूँ, मैं ये हूँ, मुझे आता है, दूसरों को नहीं आता, मैं इतना, ऐसे सोचना उचित नहीं है. लेकिन अगर हम सोचें मैं तो पूरी तरह प्रयत्न कर सकती हूँ, मुझ में है, सारा असीम शक्ति है मुझ में, मैं जागृत कर सकती हूँ उसको, मुझ में अच्छाई है. किसने कहा मुझ में अच्छाई नहीं है? पूर्ण बहुत असीम अच्छाई है मुझ में, असीम शक्ति है मुझ में, असीम क्षमता है मुझ में, मैं जागृत कर सकती. I can bring it out. I have immense potential. Now, this belief in yourself, if you have and you start, you will find that step by step, that belief will keep improving, because every step that you take will actually reinforce the fact that you're worthy. See, children, we have to believe that we are worthy. हम लोग लायक हैं. कोई पर्पस है हमारे लिए. There is some reason why we are born, we are carrying on, we are doing all this. कोई कारण है. शायद अब उतना क्लैरिटी हमें नहीं आया है, बट कोई कारण है. मैं ढूंढ सकता हूँ ये कारण क्या है, मैं किस लिए यहाँ आई हूँ, ये मैं ढूंढ सकती हूँ. ये सब करने के लिए हमें अपना ये संरिक्त जो मैंने कहा ना, बॉडी ठीक चलना है, मन में शांति होना है, विवेक बुद्धि को लगाना है. ये सब करने के लिए योग आपको हेल्प करेगा.
Thank you, ma'am, for that very apt response. Moving ahead, we would like to quickly take up two more questions from JNV Kottayam, Jyotisha Shaji. Jyotisha, if you are there, you may please ask your query to ma'am. I think Jyotisha is not there. So from JNV Amritsar 1, we have Harleen Kaur. Harleen Kaur, if you are there.
एक घंटे का
Yes.
मीटिंग पे होती बंद नहीं होती है मीटिंग
क्या मीटिंग
ना जो करे
Kajal Dogra, could you please put your mic on mute? So I think Harleen is not there as well. From
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah.
I am from GNV Mahendragarh, Divyanshi.
Mahendragarh. Yes, Divyanshi, please go ahead with
Good
your
afternoon.
question.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my question is there any such yoga which is beneficial for our mental health?
Yes. There's a lot which is beneficial for your mental health. What happens is that the main things are, you see, all aspects of yoga that we discussed are very important. But for mental health, what we need is we need to control our mind. See, our mind is swinging in different directions. Our emotions are becoming uncontrollable. Our thoughts are leading us to depression. You know, all the time, what is happening? We are thinking that nobody loves us, or I am useless, or many such negative thoughts are there in our mind, and we feel useless. It may not at all be true, but that is what we are telling ourselves. Or somebody has told us and we believe them, and so we keep on telling we are useless. And it starts becoming a downward spiral. Now, what happens when you start doing yoga and all that? You will start slowly building up your own self-respect, and your mental health will improve because you will start understanding that, look, I'm not what other people tell me. I know what I am. I can make out that I have it in me. Step by step, it will be very slow. But step by step, you will be able to move along the line in which you want. Of course, you might, anyone who has major mental health issues will need help. I'm not saying that we don't need expert help. But what I'm saying is most of us do not have very major mental health issues. Our mental health issues are because of a sense of worthlessness. Ye kya hai? Kuch nahi hai. This world is, this life is useless. I am useless. What should I do? That kind of lack of interest, lack of connection with anybody. Connection की जरूरत है. एक feeling होना है. See, this whole topic today is yoga for humanity. How will yoga help us to connect with everybody else? How will yoga help us to actually feel that you're a part of this whole universe? You're a small part, but a significant part of this whole universe. Why can't we feel that way? Why should we feel this entire aloneness, akelapan, and suffer? So it is all about how you learn yogic techniques, learn to think differently, change your thoughts. Basically, all our mental health issues are based on how we think. There are some hormonal and chemical and other things are also there. That's why if you have a mental health issue, if anybody has a mental health issue, they have to consult a doctor, because there are some issues which are to do with some chemical imbalances. But much of it is self-created. So you can be an Abdul Kalam who came up from a family where everybody else was very ordinary and had very low expectations of themselves. But he was different. Look at the kind of person he was. He reached the highest level, but he took everyone else along with him. He had a sense of connection. He had a sense of high achievement, but he also had a sense of connection and love and expansion. So there was no question of a mental health issue for a person like Dr. Abdul Kalam. Similarly, some of us, even if we are in very uncomfortable situations, our mental health has to be, we have to watch that. There are many people who have everything. The whole world will say they have everything, but their mental health is in a very sorry state. So yoga will teach us to think about ourselves with self-respect. It will teach us to watch our thoughts. and allow constructive thoughts to come into our mind. Okay, Divyanshi? Is that okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I hope, Divyanshi, you would have received your response and your answer. So we have 3 students whom we could not take. I would like to take their names. Tia Bargali, Mahak Mehra from JNV Nainital, and Padma Angmo from JNV Leh. Tia, Mehak, and Padma, if you are there, you may quickly place your questions. We are actually running short of time, and we would like to wind it up as early as possible.
Padma actually asked
Maybe,
a
ma'am, what
question.
they can do is they can all ask their question and Dr. Balaram can answer in one go. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes.
But Padma already asked. Padma already asked.
Ma'am, from JNV Leh, there are 2 students by the same
Oh, I
name,
see.
Padma
I see.
Ladol and Padma
I
Angmo.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Tia, yes.
Yes, Tia.
Ma'am, myself Tia Bargali. I am from JNV Nainital. Ma'am, my question is, in exam time, we forget some answers. We study in morning these answers, but in exam time we forget some answers and also feel very stressed. Ma'am, how can we remove it?
So one of the things is that if we are studying only just before, see, I'll tell you based on my own experience, and you can see whether it is something which it suits you. See, when I studied for civil services and all, there's a lot we have to study, right? Civil services, UPSC mein bahut padta hai. So you cannot leave it till the last minute. You have to have a plan and you have to prepare and study it. And you have to study it with a lot of interest so that it sticks in your head. It's not like mugging up, rote. It's not like, you're quickly learning the answer. If the question comes like that, fatah, you will give the answer. It's not like that. You have to really understand it and really like what you're doing. As Dharmendra ji said earlier, or I think Nandini ji said earlier, you must have that passion for what you're doing. Then what happens, if you plan your schedule in such a way, don't leave it till the last minute. Last minute exam के पहले मैं क्या करती थी, एक दिन पहले पूरा books एक side में रखती थी. I won't look at my books. I would do something else. Then what happens? My brain was ready now. When the question comes, I'll read the question exactly what it is. Because कभी-कभी हम सोचते हैं, एक question है, मैंने prepare किया है, वो देना है. वैसा नहीं है. Question में एक shift आ सकता है. Focus करना पड़ेगा. Question क्या है? और जो हमारा knowledge हमने अब तक, we have slowly planned and brought it, उससे हमें लेकर correct words में देना है. It's not about studying something and giving it. So what happens? You're stressed because you're focusing on getting the marks alone. When we focus only on getting the marks, किसी ना किसी तरह marks मिलना है, तब stress हो जाएगा. That is not the best way to study. You have to study for knowledge. And I'm sure if you study for knowledge and you really understand it and you take the time to plan for it, your marks will come, believe me. So the way we are studying, sometimes we have to relook at it. Is that okay, Tia?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Tia. May we have Mahak and Padma. Mahak and Padma, could you please ask your questions one by one? So we are not able to connect with Mahak and Padma. So all the questions that have come in the chat box, we would like to save them and email Anuradha madam. Madam would be obliged if you could spare some time to answer those queries over email, if that's possible, ma'am.
Definitely, no problem at all. I would like all the children to indulge in a little bit of Hasya Yoga, if that's okay, just 1 minute. Children, can we all laugh loudly? Just laugh. Come on. Come on, children, relax. The world is not going to end. We are the masters of our destiny. Come on, laugh. See, once in a way, we have to laugh at ourselves. Okay, इतना सीरियस बनने के से क्या फायदा है? थोड़ा बहुत हमें हंसना है ना। दूसरों को देख के हंसने की जरूरत नहीं है, हमें अपने आप को देख के हंसना है। Come on, children, laugh. Okay. So with that, I think we can call this session to a close if you like. Hmm? All the children are giving emojis and laughing away.
Yes, ma'am. If we can have some of the students switching on their videos and for a second or two just show their laughing and smiling faces. All the students. Yes, very nice. All the students, please switch on your
Wherever you
video.
are in, whichever condition you are in, whatever attire you are, please switch on the camera. We'd love to see you.
Yes, very nice. We would all like to take a photograph, so please switch on your videos.
Nice to see the children.
Yes. Yes, so let us all go ahead with that laughing yoga which Anuradha ma'am has initiated us. Let us all laugh and let us take the picture.
Come on, come on. Come on, laugh. Let's see you laugh. Come on. Once we start laughing, it will become natural. Oh, very good. Excellent.
I would say this is
Excellent.
the best
Thank you.
yoga, and this is the best yoga practice. Can be practiced anywhere, anytime.
Thank you. So, thank you all. We would like to, wind up the session. On behalf of DST and Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, I, Sangeeta Tasmin Ali, Project Associate, take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks to everyone who have participated in this Yoga Day session organized by Vigyan Jyoti team at NVS headquarters. At the outset, I thank our keynote speaker, Dr. Anuradha Balram, Chief Coordinator, Value Education Program of RK Mission Delhi, for sparing her precious time to motivate the girl students of the Gyan Jyoti program. We are really thankful to you, madam, for enlightening and awakening all of us present here. And thank you for your knowledge and presence. I would also like to thank Mr. Dharmendra Pandey and Madam Nandini Sheshadri from RK Mission Delhi for their kind presence, motivating words, and tips and techniques for self-help and guidance for our students. I would also like to thank Shri T. Gopalakrishna sir and Shri B.C. Pant sir for their enthusiastic support and guidance at each step. And under their dynamic leadership, we have been able to implement this program in a better way. I take this opportunity to thank our nodal officers, principals, and teacher coordinators for coming together and being a part of today's celebration. My heartfelt thanks to our students for active participation and for their very interesting questions. I would like to unfailingly thank Team Department of Science and Technology for their unstinted support in implementing this program. Thank you once again, one and all, and wish you all a wonderful afternoon ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.